It is a life thing, and part of life includes miracles. And too often we are missing or not experiencing them the way we could be. I'm Rebeccah Silence, creator of Healing is Possible, with co-host Lia Valencia Key. And today we are taking on miracles. Lia, hello.
Hello. I just love the word miracle. Like,
Mhm.
it's a miracle to say the word miracle. It makes me smile.
How come? Let's go. Let's just have you kick us off. What's a
You know,
miracle?
I love that because when you said the word miracle, I love how freeform we are. I got a smile on my face because there are so many miracles that happen in life if we allow ourselves to see them, right? Like a lot of people may say, "Oh, I don't see many miracles," but are your eyes tuned to the miracles? Because when I think of a miracle, I think of it's something where a way was made out of no way, or
Mm,
um, some radiant greatness, or maybe you may not say it's so great, but some miraculous shift in your life happened when maybe you weren't even doing all the work necessary, or maybe you were doing the work, but even that the work you were doing wasn't going to equate to the outcome that came of it. Like, that's a miracle, and I feel that acknowledging miracles to me is like the heart of gratitude, meaning I don't have all the power in life, right? Yes, I'm gonna put my 100% effort in. Yes, I'm going to be a kind, loving, amazing person. I'm going to root myself in these things. But then there's miracles. And miracles sit on the outside of everything you have nothing else to do with. To me, that's where miracles lie. And they're just beautiful. They make me smile because you
Leah,
never know
I
when they're
love
coming.
it. I love what you're saying. And finding a way where there doesn't seem to be a way is such a cool new, for me, definition of a miracle. The way I experience miracles and think about miracles is when I get back into a space. You're saying the word gratitude, I'm going to say the word love. Like
Yeah.
I can find and feel it's so much more than seeing. And I love what you said about, are you even looking for the miracles? But beyond
Mhm,
that, it's feeling the love
mhm,
in the moment and in
mhm,
the life that you're in. And I think
mhm.
it's really easy to miss the opportunities to experience miracles. And when we're in resistance to life the way it is, when we're in resistance to ourselves where we are, how often are we so hard on ourselves because we think we should be farther along or we think we should be in a different place? And then the miracle is in the process unfolding, like you were saying, Lia, exactly as it should. The miracle is so much bigger than us.
Yes. I feel like when you understand miracles, you believe in a higher authority, whatever that may be, however you may label it, however you may classify it. You know that you are not the end all be all of your life or life as it exists. And when you allow this higher being, I call it God, to be in your presence and you acknowledge the power of your Almighty, then and you start to see, ooh, that was a miracle that just happened. Because it didn't have to do with me and it didn't have to do with you. It had to come from above. It had to come from my higher authority because it's a miracle that it even happened. You know what I mean? It's like if you put all the ducks in a row, if you put 2 + 2, it does not equal 4. It equals 24. That's a miracle. When you do the math and you put 1 and 1 and 1 doesn't make 2, but it makes 100, that's a miracle, right?
Yes, and I have a personal process that I call just praying for the miracle in the thick of the breakdown, in the thick of the difficulty. I know I can pray for the miracle, knowing it will eventually and inevitably show
Mhm.
itself to me. but I'm not going to know when, but I know it's coming. And I'd love to share a quick story of a
Please.
moment where I experienced a miracle that I didn't see coming. So
Ooh.
many of you know that with my second daughter, I was diagnosed with cancer while I was pregnant with her.
Mhm.
And at that time, man, was I hard on my body. I literally was working back to back 10 hours, 10 clients a day, 6 to 7 days a week, pushing myself and never feeling like it was enough,
Mhm.
constantly feeling like I should be farther along. And boom, I get pregnant. Then I get diagnosed with cancer. And what I had been doing was not just pushing my body, but blaming my body for
Ooh.
anything and everything that I felt like wasn't working out the way I thought it should. And I'll
Mhm.
never forget this day of being pregnant, having this diagnosis of cancer, and almost going into like an old habit
Mm.
of blaming my body and being so mad. And I just remember gripping the steering wheel and crying and yelling, and something, and I also call it God, but this voice, something said to me, "How dare you
Mm.
be mad at your body when this baby is healthy and you're
Mhm.
gonna be okay? And this
Mhm.
body is housing you both and you're still here." And I
Mm.
literally had to pull the car over. And the
Oh.
tears
Good.
changed from
Mm.
this dramatic victim cry
Mm.
to tears of relief and gratitude. And I was never the same again with
Mm.
my body. I have been honoring and grateful and so proud of this body that kept me alive. My little girl is thriving. I'm
Wow.
here against the odds. And I never thought the war that I was living with my body every day of my life would end. And who knew
Mm.
cancer and a baby and appreciating my body in a
Mm.
whole new way would come out of that.
Wow. That is beautiful miracles. I love like just seeing the unexpectedness of how miracles can happen. I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty of a miracle, right? Like you don't there's some you can ask for and pray for, but the miracles that are life changing, all of them are, but the ones that stick with you are the ones you couldn't even foresee. Like you couldn't foresee the words being spoken to your heart, which was your miracle to reset your mindset.
Yeah, and I think too, the miracles, the timing is always unexpected because you're
Mhm.
never going to be able to
Right.
predict that moment. And then it is, at least for me, always more magnificent than I could have even dreamed.
Yes.
Tell us a story of a miracle you experienced, an unexpected miracle.
Pick 'em, pick 'em. Oh, an unexpected one, because I had so many expected miracles. Like, I agree. I think on the same level as you, there are miracles that I claim. So I don't can't see a way that it's possible. I can't if you told me how, I could never tell you how, but I claim it to be true. And God just works it on out. I do little baby steps, as I hear the whisper and I do little baby steps, nothing amounting to the miracle that's planned to happen. And it happens. So those are beautiful miracles that you claim. So I do want to speak that into someone's life right now. Start claiming your miracles. I think that's a beautiful place to be because sometimes we feel like we don't have the authority, or we don't have, or we're not good enough to claim miracles, or we haven't done enough to claim miracles, or we're not whatever enough to claim a miracle. But I'm whoever's listening right now, before we get into the unexpected miracles, they're beautiful. They're icing on the cake. But I'd love to take a moment and acknowledge, start claiming your miracles right now. And those miracles should be so impossible. Like you said, Rebecca, miracles for your health,
Yeah.
miracles for your children, miracles for your family, miracles for the situation that you're in. that is probably great and you want it greater, or maybe not so great and you want to be freed from it. Whatever those miracles are, I really ask, I think someone is meant to hear this, that when you claim your miracles, God is listening to the sounds of your heart and the sounds of your spirit. And those miracles will resonate out into the world. And I say, speak them out loud. I always say that. Speak your miracles out loud that you're claiming. Don't hold them in here and think about them. Say them out to no one, whoever, just out. And then I promise you, if you keep believing in that, the word believe is so powerful, your miracles will come true.
I've
But
got
that was,
my believe it
believe
bracelet
it. Yes.
right here. Yeah. And, just piggybacking off of that before you share a story with us, for me, said another way, it's claiming your right to experience this moment, to experience this possibility as a miracle. And
Yes.
you can literally say that out loud. It is my right to experience miracles. And
Yes.
your life is a miracle. And you experiencing even the darkest moments as a miracle has a ripple that you can't even comprehend.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. Like, you are a miracle. Us sitting here individually, whoever can listen to us right now, wherever we're miracles. Like, it's one and one, whatever. It's, I don't even know the math, that it happens that you were actually born into this world. So claim that you're a miracle just sitting here. So that should give you the power and the authority and the passion to know that if you are a miracle yourself, thank you, like you said, that's so beautiful, that then you do have the right and the love to claim your miracles that are destined for you. My unforeseen miracles. Oh, how can I pick them? I can pick them. Let's see. I love to claim so many miracles. I think one of my unforeseen miracles was when I was younger and I was trying to figure life out, and God just started putting miracle people. I think people can come in the form of miracles. And that's just for putting people in my life that were miracles to me. Meaning, I think there's so many people that I have never even prayed for. And they show up in my life and they're actually life changing to me. And they're unforeseen miracles because I have a problem with asking people for things or asking. So what God does for me, he's like, okay, she's not going to ask. So I'm just going to send the earth angel down to be that miracle for her. And the earth angel is already going to come equipped with the blessing that she needs, that she won't even ask for. But she's going to come equipped, or he's going to come equipped with it, and he's just going to offer it up to her. I mean, I can just list it. Tom, he's a photographer. He's a miracle in my life. He talked about finances to me and let me put my jewelry in his photography studio. My friend Grace, she showed up in my life when I had nothing and just helped me along the way. My best friend Patricia and her family showed up in my life at the very time that I was losing my mother. And they were there for me, to give me a place to stay. And because I was homeless again for the second time in my life. And they gave me a place to stay when my mother was passing and was with me as my mother passed away. Miracle, right? Jamie Kern Lima, Vicky Sai from Tacha showed up in my life. I didn't pray for that. I chose to be love. I chose to be light. But these two women showed up in my life with this zest for passion to give great things to the world and this unapologetic boldness of go get it mentality, and that all things are possible no matter what energy. And they just swept me under their wing and said, come along with me on this journey. They didn't say why. They just allowed me to be with them. Miracle. I mean, my list of I feel my big miracles are human beings. You showing up in my life, and we met through the jewelry, and just opening up and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, and we just sharing each other's love, and we're now sitting here doing It's a Life thing,
Yeah.
miracle. I could just
Yeah. Yeah, and
um,
I'll never forget, Leah, just meeting you at the influencer event and just being so drawn to your light in a way where I wanted to combine forces. Who knew where it would go? Then what happened was these earrings of yours that
those
I absolutely love. They are one of my favorite. I also have your roots and wings that are my other favorite. But these earrings, okay, so here's what happened, everybody. The back, one night, I took out the earrings. So I already
that's
had met Leah,
yeah.
right? And we'd connected, but we weren't, tight yet.
Hmm.
And the earring just, the back fell apart, just fell
Hmm.
apart. And
Hmm.
so that's how you and I got connected again. A miracle of this earring,
Yeah.
I just needed another back. And then let's talk about what we're up to. And I wanted to know how I could help and support. And then you asked me the same. And then we just decided It's a Life thing would be born. And I don't even know how many episodes we've done now.
I know.
7, 8. I mean, and it's been so much fun. So yeah, even something as small as what seems like a mistake or
Hmm.
something bad that's happening, who
Hmm.
knows the miracles that can be born from it.
And that is so true and beautiful. And what's important is how do you allow abundance of miracles to happen in your life? That to me is the question. Well, I can say that my life is very rough and challenging, just like everyone else, but I can speak about abundance of miracles of all the friends that have come in my life, because it's how you choose to respond to life. So, right, you reached out to me about an issue. I My response to you is the determining factor of miracle or no miracle.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
That so when we say, well, how, yeah, miracles just kind of show up, and yes, I do speak these out, but then how do I usher miracles into my life? Because that's the goal, to just continuously be ushering miracles in. And I would venture to say the way you truly usher an abundance of miracles in your life is to control and monitor and check, no, no pun intended to my check bracelets, how are you responding to life experiences? Because when you decide to respond in love, even when you may not want to, when you decide to respond in joy and show up in an environment with an abundance of joy, even when you're not feeling great, when you decide to find peace in the midst of a storm, even when you can show up chaotic and frazzled and razzled because life is giving you frazzled and razzled, but you decide to check into peace. I promise you, when you control and monitor your responses of life and to people, you are truly ushering in miracles, because you are giving off the response that is going to allow another beautiful response to happen. Maybe it doesn't happen all the time. You can't control people's behaviors, but promise you, whatever you are radiating in the world, these miracles will radiate back to you.
Oh, I love it. And what you're saying about your response dictating whether or not you experience a miracle, I hope people are hearing. And it doesn't always feel like the moment you're in is a miracle, but that doesn't mean you don't have access to a miracle. And I think there's this epidemic of people getting so caught up in the moment they're in that we think it's absolute and it's fleeting and
Yeah.
it will pass and the storm will clear and the sun will shine, as cliche as that sounds. And you committing to connecting to and experiencing the miracle, it's so much bigger than even for you. People are watching you being willing or not to connect to possibility. And it's not about just walking around being positive all the time. It's
No.
about walking around looking for the miracles that are hiding in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a game. Declare it's your right to experience miracles
Yeah.
and make it a game to seek them out and let us know how that
Yeah.
goes for you.
Yeah. I love that. That's so good. And I totally feel that your miracles are right there waiting for you. They're already happening, but they shouldn't be expected, right? Because I think that's the beauty of miracles. Because when you live in a life of expectation, you can kind of get disappointed because then you're like, oh, I didn't get the miracle. Oh, I didn't get the miracle. Well, you probably didn't see the miracle, probably many of them there. But also living in a life like I am just going to be an abundance of love, joy. I'm going to claim my miracles out loud. That could be a concept of expectation, meaning I'm just going to claim it because I know it to be true. And then when you just claim it and you be who you're supposed to be in life, then the miracles start showering on you, you know?
Man, so good. I mean, I almost hear it like you're saying instead of an expectation that sets you up for disappointment, just have a standard.
Yes,
You will experience miracles
that's the
and
word.
it's coming. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Mindset. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for unlocking that. Because that's two different mindsets that I think is so important because the mind is everything on how things happen in life. It truly is. How you perceive something or think about something is how life is going to be. And thank you for saying that. So the mind shift that we move into is standards versus expectation. When you live in a life of
Yes.
standards, it just is what it is, and I claim it to be true, and I'm gonna keep moving about my day because I know it's gonna be true, right?
Yes.
If I'm living a life of expectation, did it happen yet? Didn't happen. Oh, did it happen yet? Oh, it didn't happen. Did it? No. So that is beautiful. Thank you. Love it.
All right, we want to hear about miracles you've experienced and miracles that you are committing to experiencing. Thanks so much for joining us today as we take on miracles, and we will see you again soon, everyone. Big love. Thank you, Lia.
Thank you.